Well, hello everybody. Little 1 in 200 no limit hold'em. We're going to play for about 30 minutes. In the game we got Peachy Keen, who I've played a lot with. ADZ sitting out. Mr. Smokey, played with before. And this guy Steve Harris, no clue whatsoever. Mr. Smokey, who is that again? Is that Steve Bilakarakis? That's who that is. Okay, so I know a few of the guys. V Rounder looks familiar. Not sure I know that name. Anyway, we'll give it 30 minutes. See how it goes. A couple players sitting out. Generally, at these limits, you don't see a lot of 9-handed games going. You'll see a lot of 6-handed, but not 9. So we got a limp on the button. That's kind of strange from Steve Harris. Most of the regulars don't do that sort of thing. If we got bottom pair, we could lead. But that's not a good flop to lead at when the button limps. With the Jack 9, 2 flushes there. I can bet here. I bet $400. Very good chance the 5s are good. Button checked. Pick it up. Look at that. Now we can quit winner. No, I'm just kidding. So we got another limp from this guy. Interesting. He's not playing like your typical 1 in 200 player. Okay, we're going to try and rob this one again. Alright, he's calling us this time. Well, we got a diamond draw. Well, we're not going to love this card out of position, so we'll check and decide based on what he does here. Pretty much have to fold if he bets with the 10 of diamonds. Wow. That's an interesting card. We have a mediocre diamond. Obviously, the 5 of diamonds, any full house, a bigger diamond beats us. So we need to check, and if he bets, call. But there's no sense value betting in that spot because he's probably only going to call us if he can beat us. Take a look and see what my man had. He had ace 3, which made, a pair of 3s. Okay. So he had bottom pair in the flop, but he limped in there with ace 3 offsuit. So right away, I'm assuming, and I don't know this, and I hope I don't offend this guy, Steve Harris, but it feels as though, because as I said, these games don't always go, that it's very likely that Steve Harris is what you'd call the meat in this game. I recognize, as I said, most of the other names, and they rarely play against each other at these limits. What they usually do is wait for a player they deem to be below average in skill, and they try to all kind of attack him. Usually, like for example, when I sit down, they all come and get me. All right, let's make a raise here. Let's make it 500 because that's how we like to roll. Be okay to take this blind. I got no problems with that. If he calls, not so bad either. We got a pair in position. Just don't want to hear a re-raise. All right, that's a decent flop for us. We're going to up our bet just a little, nothing crazy, just to $800. No need to bet a lot. I mean, this is kind of a hit or miss flop. He's either got us crushed or he's just going to fold no matter what we bet for the most part. So in that spot, if we did have a queen, we'd probably bet about the same. If we had a 3, we'd bet about the same. It's a little bit of small ball applied here in this game. All right, this is a... Well, you know, this is a close hand. You could easily call here, but being out of position against 2 players, if I was suited, I would definitely call. More potential, but I'm going to fold it. You know, if it was heads up, I definitely would have played the 8-9 against either player. But it's much tougher to win with that hand in a 3-handed pot. Alright, he's limping like crazy. So, I mean, based on his play so far, it's a very limited time, but it seems pretty clear that, you know, he's not really playing all that well. Okay, we're going to check raise this flop. Flop aces up. You know, this guy did limp in with ace 3 offsuit before. Well, he's just not even bluffing. It's very, very strange. Since we've already let out a couple times in the turn, we've done it, we always had something, but we've done it a couple times. They might not believe us after a while. So here we're going to go for a value bet and bet $1,000. Hope that he has a pair of aces. If he raises here, we got to be a little worried. No, he must have picked up a draw. See, he called on the turn. He checked that flop, and then the 8 of spades came. So very likely that he was drawing some kind